So all of us, at one time or another, have probably applied for a job or something else and gotten a letter of recommendation. Typically, the recommender decides whether to write a recommendation based on the skill of the recommendee. Typically, the recommender doesn't decide whether to write a recommendation based on their own political bias against the country where the position is located. Except when it comes to Israel, apparently. I recommend you check this out. Let me introduce you to Dr. John Cheney Leopold, a professor of American Studies at the University of Michigan. His fields of study all end with studies, which has become quite the telltale sign for cultural Marxism in universities, and his research areas include gender, race, and identity. Cheney Leopold recently agreed to write a recommendation letter for one of his students, Abigail Ingeborg, but then changed his mind after learning that Abigail was going to be studying in Israel. He said, "As you may know, many university departments have pledged an academic boycott against Israel in support of Palestinians living in Palestine." What's a Palestine? You say that as though it's a country or something. This boycott includes writing letters of recommendation for students planning to study there. And the professor apparently sent this email a couple of weeks after agreeing to write a recommendation. But it gets worse for Abigail. "I should have let you know earlier," the professor said, "and for that I apologize. But for reasons of these politics, I must rescind my offer to write your letter." For reasons of these politics. I thought academia was supposed to be one of the only institutions that was divorced from politics, teaching people how to think, not what to think. And apparently Cheney Leopold wasn't even acting in line with the rest of his school. Rick Fitzgerald, a University of Michigan assistant vice president, said that the school has consistently opposed any boycott of Israeli institutions of higher education, and that no academic department or any other unit at the University of Michigan has taken a position that departs from this long-held university position. Fitzgerald went on to call the decision to let politics influence the amount of help a professor gives students disappointing. And what about Abigail? She hasn't publicly commented yet, but she might not get to study in Israel because of this whole fiasco. For Campus Unmasked, I'm Prof. Shimshock. If you like this video and support our mission, please make sure to comment and subscribe. If something happens on your campus and you'd like us to investigate, send us details using the form on campusunmasked.com.